I'm Tracy Baxter with today's Record Newswatch. Town of Newburgh police aren't yet sure what may have caused the car to veer off Route 300 last night, where it crashed into some trees, killing the driver. Police say 58-year-old Annalie Houghton of Walden was alone in the car when it went off the road from the westbound lanes near Quaker Street. Houghton was pronounced dead at the scene after emergency responders removed her from the wreckage. Meanwhile, a man who fell asleep at the wheel of his car suffered a serious leg injury when his vehicle slammed into a tree on Route 209 in Cutterbackville Thursday afternoon. Deer Park police say the driver was heading southbound when his car crossed the highway and hit the tree on the northbound side of 209. The victim, who was not identified, was airlifted to Westchester Medical Center. It's encouraging news for those who aren't fans of some of New York State's public school standardized tests. State Education Commissioner John King has told school superintendents that because of, quote, a variety of pressures, end quote, some standardized tests will be eliminated. First on the list is the 8th grade math test, which is given around the same time a federally required standardized math test is presented. Commissioner King says the Board of Regents is considering eliminating that test as well as others where possible in other grades. In his letter to the superintendents, King said a variety of pressures at both the state and local level may have resulted in more testing than is needed, and that in some cases test preparation has crowded out quality instruction in the classroom. King has come under fire for his approach in the implementation of National Common Core education standards. Now look for more on this story, plus reaction, here at Record Online. A 3-week-long investigation into illegal handguns in Monticello led police to an apartment on High Street Thursday. They're armed with a search warrant. They uncovered handguns, a rifle, 3 ballistic vests, along with crack cocaine and some cash. During the police visit, 2 people with alleged ties to the Bloods street gang were taken into custody. 37-year-old Deshaun Booker and 34-year-old Melissa Figueroa face felony weapons and drug possession charges, as well as criminal possession of stolen property. State police say one of the confiscated handguns had been stolen in Atlanta, Georgia. The search is on for the man who robbed an Orange County convenience store at gunpoint. State police say the man, wearing gloves, a hoodie, and a ski mask, entered the Quick Check on Route 17M in Monroe, waved a handgun, and demanded money. The thief reportedly ran off with about $500. There were no injuries. Investigators are checking out surveillance video in hopes it will provide some leads. It started with a bang. The long-awaited construction of a billion-dollar water tunnel that will bypass a leaking section of the Delaware Aqueduct. About 400 pounds of explosives were detonated Thursday during the start of construction on a project undertaken by the New York City Department of Environmental Protection. The DEP hopes to complete the 2.5-mile-long bypass around the leaking section between Rowston and Wappinger by 2020. That's when the aqueduct will be shut down so that repairs can be made to cracks in the section of water tunnel where leaks have damaged properties along Route 209 in Wawarsing and contaminated local drinking water.
The reason we're building it is that over time a series of fractures in the Delaware Aqueduct developed, and we have a leak here in Newburgh that we are going to fix. And the way we're going to fix that is we're going to build a tunnel around the leak so that the Delaware Aqueduct is not leaking anymore.
Cracks in the Wawarsing and Rowston areas of the aqueduct are reportedly causing the loss of between 15 million and 35 million gallons of water per day. And when it comes to spreading the word about how to deal with situations involving bullying, that message can be better told to kids by kids instead of adults. That's what was happening earlier today at Circleville Middle School, where Pine Bush High School students from the school's teen outreach and multicultural and diversity clubs were talking with classes of 6th and 7th graders. There was discussion about the different types of bullying, how to confront it, and why it's important not to stay silent. And high school presenters were hoping their words and the classroom role-playing made an impression on the middle schoolers.
I hope that they learn that instead of being embarrassed to help others, and instead of being scared that they'll be bullied to kind of stand up against it, because if one person stands against a bully and everyone else joins in, it'll make a bigger difference.
We try to do as much as we can as adults with assemblies and different presenters in our building. Well, when the kids hear it from each other and they have their role models at the high school coming down, it's harnessing the power of student voices. They share their experiences, and it's something we look forward to every year, and we've been doing it for a few years. With the recent passing, though, of the Dignity for All Students Act, it's more and more about students identifying bullying, coming forward and helping others. And with the kids from the high school, we're able to do that.
The high school outreach was part of a series of anti-bullying events held in the Pine Bush district this week. On Monday, a group of high school students trained nearly 40 middle school students so they can implement an anti-bullying workshop for their peers. Should be a dry weekend with plenty of sunshine to warm things up a little. It'll be frosty Saturday morning and mostly sunny throughout the day, with temperatures getting up into the middle 50s. Pretty much the same story for Sunday, with a few clouds and sunshine. The highs will climb back up into the middle 50s. You'll stay in touch with what's happening all weekend long by reading the Times-Herald Record, and get the news whenever and wherever it breaks this weekend right here at Record Online. For Record Newswatch, I'm Tracy Baxter.